told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away.
Hi everyone, my name is Kathy.
And I'm Chloe.
And I am every woman. Traffic lights, the traffic lights of dating. The red flags, the green flags, the orange flags. Which ones are red, which ones are green, and which ones are orange. So as usual, we're talking from experience, our experience. It could be different out there. Also, sometimes we talk about the experiences of people close to us, things we have seen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Yeah. So so we know the green flags.
Yeah,
And we know
the red
everybody
flags.
talks about, we don't even need to introduce red flags.
Yeah.
But what are orange flags?
Orange flags for me are the 50-50s. The ones which it depends on the situation. Can something be done about it? It might take some time, but it's a case by case.
So it has potential to move to red.
Yes.
But can also be turned into a positive. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the orange flags?
All right. So the first orange. Physical appearance.
Okay.
Does it move to red or green?
So he's short and but he's nice.
It's not a problem for me.
Yeah, it's an orange.
I mean,
but for some people,
it is. Yeah. And it should be respected because not like you can be made to do, what you don't want to do. For me, I feel like physical appearance is not something it's not your choice. You didn't give yourself the body that you have. You didn't give yourself the hair that you have, the limbs that you have. So that one is neither here nor there, to be honest.
But I think the reason why it's an orange flag is because sometimes it could be someone who has, like, physically they need assistance. Like someone in a wheelchair, for example. Everybody deserves love, but it comes with its own challenges. So I think that could be a potential area where you're thinking, can you really live with it? Can you really?
Are you capable of living with it?
Are you capable?
But here's another one. Also, for short guys, no offense, but sometimes with a short person, they come with such
SMS.
Yes. Shutdown syndrome. Like you're so upset, you're so paranoid.
Yeah.
Everything that is said, you take it out of context.
The insecurities.
Exactly. I mean, you don't blame them. They've probably gone through a lot of.
But don't you think that's a stereotype?
Is it? I'm not saying it always happens to short people. I'm just saying if a short person comes and they have that kind of issues, now I cannot deal with the issues. Yeah, him being short is not an issue, but the issues following it, that's an issue. Yeah.
But what if he's short and confident?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I kid you not. It doesn't bother me.
Okay.
Yeah, because I could have been the one who's short.
Yeah. I'm curious, guys, if you're watching this and physical appearance is a red flag for you, I wonder, just share. I would like to hear. No judgment here. Preference is preference.
Yeah.
But I think for me, I agree.
But
is also
I could see a guy who to me is good looking, who isn't good looking to you. You see? So it has even nothing to do with
me, for example. The reason why for me physical appearance is not green, it's orange, is because, again, preference. There's some type of guys who I don't like. I will not touch. Those guys who are extremely good looking. Honestly, I'm like, okay. Dangerous. Let me tell you, if you're too good looking and then you dress completely well and you're looking smart all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I think for me, for different reasons, I wouldn't touch someone who's too good looking because I feel when someone is very, very good looking, then the girls serve themselves on a silver platter to him.
Exactly.
So he never develops himself. So there's no depth.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys, there's zero depth. If you find a cute one with depth, well, you're lacking. for as long as it lasts, because this is also the kind of person who every time they step out, your insecurities.
So, and by the way, he could be a very good person. Maybe he's not even interested in other relationships, but just knowing that you'll always have the challenge of maybe girls, you know, throwing themselves
and girls
at him.
out here are aggressive. Ooh, you don't want to deal with those. No.
Yeah. So physical appearance for me, that one is an orange. And I think it also comes with, I don't know whether it was in the list, but it also comes with what they do, career. Is that an orange for you?
Career?
What they do for a living.
What would be an orange?
It's
like
not?
If they are what?
If let's say they're a pilot and they're never home, they're always in another country.
Oh, that's not nice.
Or if they're a politician, like my little story in the other video. Have you? The day how a dating experience.
Oh my God. It's an orange. Maybe they're honest. Maybe they keep their family lives away from the limelight.
I think a few career paths for me would be red flags, to be honest. Not taking it personal. It's just I don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
Like a politician.
For me, I think it would be orange. That would be orange. It depends on how you handle yourself with that career and family life and how you balance it out.
Yeah. Or if they're like a masseuse.
Oh man.
Yeah, maybe they own a, you know, they're a good masseuse in the town. They have this amazing spa.
It's an orange for me. It's an orange. Really?
Yeah.
I think it's an orange. It depends on the
character,
the substance of the person.
Personal trainer.
It's still an orange. Yeah.
Curvy girls coming to work out.
Character development.
Yeah, or an actor with sexy scenes. It's a lot.
It's an orange. Depends on the person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He could be a banker, you know, an accountant, whatever, but it could still be.
Yeah.
Okay. Could be anything.
All right. What's the next one?
I don't know what the guys are thinking if they're watching this. Anyway. Orange. A person who's in between jobs. A person who's jobless.
Let me tell you.
Put it nicely.
This one for me is an orange, very briefly, because the way it moves to green or red is not it's not at the issues of discussing a year later. It's very quickly, briefly.
Yeah. It's just because there are people who don't intend to get the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a problem. It's not a problem if you don't intend to get the job. You could probably be working on a proposal to work on a project, and you have an business or whatever.
Yeah.
My problem is now, for example, if they meet you, they're in between jobs, and then finally they realize, and maybe you are capable, like financially you're able to provide, and that's it. Quickly moves to red.
All right.
Yeah.
The next orange, age. Ha! Oh my God.
Yeah, I think this is one thing that for me has used to be a red, but I think it has moved to an orange. Because I've met older guys, way older guys than me, who I can't even hold a conversation with.
Yeah.
And I've met younger guys who you can actually have very deep conversation, and they're very in touch with themselves.
Does the 25-year-old musician come to mind? Guardian, he's called, I think.
Who's that?
The guy who married a lady in her 50s.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know that story? He's called Guardian. He has dreadlocks. His wife is, I don't remember the wife's name. She's a very hot body. She looks really cool. But she's in her 50s. Yeah. And there was a whole baloo of age and I don't know what. And in the end, they got married and people are happy, you know, love wins. I thought that was really cool, very courageous of them. Because I personally don't think age is an issue. I used to.
Yeah, me too.
Obviously, I used to. But right now, I think age is such a fickle thing, honestly. However, having said that, for example, I'm in my 40s now. If I got together with someone in their 20s or early 30s, they haven't started a family and blah, 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 then that's a problem. Because I am already so far ahead on that. I don't want to deny you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. What if they don't want a family? Then that's okay. But in everything else, you agree. Let me tell you why. For me now, so for me, I wouldn't even, age is not, it used to be a red flag, then it moved to orange. Now I don't even think it's a flag. So it's a non-issue. It's a non-issue because after you experience life, you realize by the way, it's not about the age of the person, it's about how your values align.
Yeah.
There's a couple I really love watching on YouTube called Dem and Ika. They're Canadian. So I was very surprised later on to find out that Dem is 7 years younger than Ika.
Wow.
And Ika has 2 sons. Actually, one is like 18 and the other one's like 15. And they've been dating a while, I think almost 5 years, and they're now getting married. They're engaged, now getting married. They've moved in together, and they're a beautiful couple. Until they actually speak about their age difference, you wouldn't even know. And so at some point, I was like, doesn't Dem want to have children? Because Ika is now almost in her 40s, you know. And to me, I realized it doesn't matter to them. It shouldn't matter what I think. I'm an outsider. If they agree to have children and Ika is willing to have children in her 40s, then that's fine.
Yeah.
If Dem is not willing to have children and Ika doesn't want more children, that works for them.
That's true. But what I fear is, for example, if I meet a guy now and we hit it off so well, like we really get along, and he says, no, he's okay with not having children because I'm not having any more children. But then that's not what he really wanted. He said that because he thought he wanted that because he wanted to be with me. But then later.
But then in that case, you're not dealing with the age issue. You're dealing with the person as a person.
Yeah.
Because he's not being true to himself.
That's true. That's true. This is more likely to happen with a younger person.
No.
By the time
I've met older men who tell you, oh yeah, I'm okay with this, I'm okay. It's not even about children. Because they want you. You know, it's not an age issue.
All right, okay. Those are two different issues. I get it.
It's not an age issue. It's about just the person being sure of what they want and being vocal and communicating honestly and transparently about it. It's not an age issue.
Wow. Age is orange.
No, age is no flag. In fact, we should remove it from the list.
I don't know. For me, it's still orange.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Me, bring it on. As long as you're an adult, it's fine.
Not a minor. All right. Stereotypes, tribe and race.
Yeah.
God, this one is sensitive.
So tribe, race. Okay, for me, that's also not a flag.
Yeah?
No, 0 flag. Not red, not green, not orange. You don't gain anything from being a different race or being the same race as I am or tribe. You don't get extra points. And it doesn't take, I'm not, for me, I look at how are you loving me the right way? I don't care whether you're from Hungary or Fiji.
I feel like if you were to get down to marriage, for me the stereotypes would, and by the stereotypes I mean, you know, the stereotypes we know of tribes and race. The race factor also for me is an orange. It's a 50-50 for me. I mean, I've lived and worked with people of a different race. And I've seen the tension and the friction. And sometimes it's both ways. It's from the black people going to the, you know. I feel like I might still have some baggage. So
from that,
I cannot trust myself to turn an innocent issue into and pull out a risk card. And it's in the relationship. I don't know if I can. Maybe with some work I can. But it's an orange. For me, it's an orange. I would really need to sit with it and make sure it's not, there's no provocation, there's no, the feeling is we're all genuine. Yeah, for me, that's an orange. Yeah, truthfully, that's an orange. Especially if it's just dating, it's okay. It's all good. We are enjoying ourselves. But if we're going to get serious, that's an orange. Because also sometimes I look at it this way. sometimes it's not the person, it's now the family, the community, all these people.
So here's the thing, and the reason why for me it's not an orange, it's not a red, it's not a green, is because I feel like this person, if he knows me, the real Koi, and I know them for who they are, everything else is noise. Their family, my family, whose family, like, it's all noise. Of course, there might be a little bit of compromise in terms of the way you do things around the house, for example, or the meals you eat, because there's different experiences based on the different cultures. But the fact that you know each other and you're friends fast should allow you to compromise. And that's why for me, I don't know whether it's a good thing or not, but I wouldn't, if he doesn't care about what people think or the family or whatever, and I don't care, then I think what is important here is you both feel the same.
Well,
not a red, not an orange, not a flag for me. You? An orange?
Definitely an orange.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
All right. Moving on. Physical location.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, go first. Let me go last.
Well, as someone who married their neighbor.
Like literally.
Well, to be fair, I knew him before.
Okay. But at the point where
being neighbors really helped. The courtship.
Next door neighbors.
Yeah.
How did
this
it help?
block, that block?
Yeah.
It helped because it was effortless to spend time together. Yeah. That really helped, I think. It helped the courtship to long distance, I don't think I can do. I honestly don't think I can do. Yeah, if you live in another part of town and we meet on weekend, once a week, whatever, that's okay. Yeah, but if you live abroad, I have never been, so I don't know. I've never been in that situation.
Okay.
I wouldn't know.
So here's the thing, Kathy.
Even my name had to come up. This is serious. Speak.
Long distance used to be an orange for me. It was like, okay.
You can communicate.
But now
video calls.
Yeah. But now this is the one thing that's where I am at in life. It has moved to a red. Listen.
Yeah.
Hey, I've experienced a long distance marriage, a long distance relation. It's not easy. Wait. It's not easy.
Yeah.
I am done. If I'm to get into another new relationship right now, this person better be 50-kilometer radius around me. 50, 100 max. I don't even know whether I can do Mombasa. Let's start from. I'm done. So I guess this one is preference. But right now, for me, it's a red flag.
It's from experience.
It's not even orange. It's red.
Yeah. I mean, I remember myself in marriage, and I used to know for sure in my heart, there is no way we are doing long distance. If they move you to another country, just go ahead, get a house as I'm packing. Shoop. And we're right there with you.
Let me tell you. It's not.
But then there are some people who prefer the long distance. I think they've done it for so long.
Who? If you're here and you're in a long distance and you're saying, this is what I like, it's my cup of tea, I want to hear you. Because I've seen people who are in happy relationships and they're in long distance, but all they talk about is they're looking forward to close that distance. I'm waiting to see someone who is in a long distance and they say, yeah, well, it works for us. No.
I have had one too.
Next.
Relax. All right, the next one, religion.
I think this one, just like joblessness. Oh, sorry.
No.
In between jobs. Sorry. Can quickly move to red or green.
Okay. Based on. So you meet this person, you're from one religion and he's another religion, and you must convert and you don't like to convert. Then that becomes a red automatically, because what's the point of even going further? Because if maybe one person needs to convert the other and the other person is not comfortable to convert,
what's the point of even?
But I know couples who are married, but nobody converted.
But it's because they're okay with that. There are some who say, I'm religion X, and I'm okay with you being this now, but before we get married, you must convert.
No.
Now, if you're okay to convert,
that's okay, yeah.
But if you're not okay to convert, immediately it turns to a red.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah. I think that one is a sad one. I've heard of many broken relationships where years later people are still regretting and saying that was my person, but because of religion that broke them. And then these people ended up marrying respective people from their religions, but are not happy. I think it's sad, really. The religion bit. I think people need to be able to live and let live.
At the end of the day, we are all from one religion, one race, and that's humanity.
That's true. I really respect the couples who see beyond that. I really respect.
And find a way to respect each other and work on it. Yeah.
All right. The next one, social habits.
Okay. Define social habits. Partying,
hobbies. Yeah, it's a good thing you say hobbies because some hobbies, like extreme sport.
And stuff like that.
You know, smoking.
So I think this one is orange. That's true because, for example, what if you meet someone and they're a smoker and you have a bad chest?
Me here.
Like, as much as you love this person,
it wouldn't
work. And it's not because you don't want it to work, it's because it can't. It's a problem.
I've dated a smoker, by the way. But he was very careful. He always stepped out to smoke. Never smoked where I was. And that was good. That's why it's a green.
Yeah.
He was very respectful about it.
Yeah. Or maybe you're dating someone who drinks on the regular and you're personally trying to recover from alcoholism. It becomes a trigger. It becomes not because of your bad people. It just becomes difficult because your paths are so different. You know?
Yeah. What about someone who is a biker? These guys on the road, on the highway. You know those ones?
Yeah.
He loves the thrill. Or she loves the thrill.
And you are the people who worry a lot, like me.
Yeah.
You'd be just the adrenaline of just thinking, are they okay? Are they okay? I think that's an orange.
It's an orange.
It's an orange. Yeah. You have to, that has to be discussed.
Based on the situation. Yeah.
All right.
And then we have criminal record. Oh my God.
Is that an orange for you or a red?
I don't know.
Someone with a criminal record.
I think it depends on what the criminal record is about. Imagine if it's child molestation. That is beyond red. It's crimson. It's uko. No. If this person was a robbery is in for robbery with violence or something. I don't know.
What if it's fraud?
What if it's fraud? I don't know. Is my integrity at question here?
No. I'm just asking. And it's just, this conversation brings out the human nature. Yeah. Because already it just shows you how much we place judgment on a few things.
That's true.
Rather than others. At the end of the day, if it's a wrong, they should all be wrong. There's no wrong that is wronger than the other, according to God. But life is life, and the reality is we as human beings take others as heavier than others.
I think for me the difference here is that if, for example, I'm even imagining I can get married to this person, then I must look out for my own interests in the sense that I will be at my most vulnerable with this person. You know, I can respect you from outside. You're someone I know. It's cool. Even hiring someone, those we can be diplomatic about. But if I'm going to bring you into my home, then my personal preference matters.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I agree 100%. And by the way, even as I am questioning all this, I think criminal record for me would be mostly red than orange, to be honest, if I'm being truly honest with myself. Because at the end of the day, It's a hard one. It's a hard one.
Tricky.
It's
not tricky. Like you want to be judgmental.
No.
But it's more of how can you tell for sure that this won't come with harm to you? How can you be sure?
So maybe let's say this. It's an orange depending on what they're in for or what they were in for. Depending on that.
There's that. But then there's also like our jails in Kenya. What could they have gone through? After they come out of jail, they're very different people. Are you equipped to deal with that? First of all, you don't know what it is. Let's start with.
Yeah.
You don't even know.
So you don't know whether you're dealing with anger.
Yeah.
Bitterness.
Yeah. You know?
Whatever.
You don't know. They could have picked up even worse things in there.
Yeah. That's a tricky one.
Yeah.
I still feel it's an orange, but it's a very tricky one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The next one. Addiction. Socialization. Gender roles. Those are two different things, I think.
So what if he's a chain smoker? He's addicted to smoking. What if he's addicted to?
What if he's recovering from addiction?
What if he's recovering from addiction?
I want to tell you something about recovering from addiction from the people I've encountered who are recovering alcoholics. The AA meetings are really solid. Like they really make them emotionally intelligent. Like they really equip them for life. So I've had a feeling that for the people who hit rock bottom and drank alcohol and had to go for AA meetings are so much better off than the people who hit rock bottom without the alcohol because nobody attended to it per se. You see? So a lot of alcoholics will say alcohol is the best thing that happened to them because then they were able to deal with their demons and they are so much better equipped in life to deal with their demons as long as they never now touch the substance because they can get addicted to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But let me ask...
yeah. Sensitive question. It's okay. We're being real. Just ask.
Yeah. But put on the shoe. So if you're the addict, I think that confidence is with you because you know the journey. You've walked the journey. So that confidence is with you. Take a minute and look at the partner, the other person.
Yeah.
Where do they get assurance and guarantee that there's no relapse?
I think there are no guarantees in life anyway.
Yeah.
I think. So if you truly love this person and that's the only thing you're debating on and they are sober, they've been sober, they intend to be sober, there are no guarantees in life. It's an orange, but it's a situation by situation, I think.
So that's with the addictions.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, I don't think it's an easy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, of course not.
So, okay, so that's that. So I think that is, with the addictions, then in that case, I feel like you as a person, you need to be comfortable with the fact that you might have to deal with doubts once in a while. And you have to trust a lot more.
Yeah.
Trust more because it's like almost just being vulnerable enough, putting out your heart out there to love this person without a guarantee whether they'll relapse or not. So you have to ask yourself whether you can get yourself to that place of that level of trust and openness.
Yeah.
Okay, you mentioned
socialization, gender roles.
And gender roles. I think this comes from culture and experiences. Okay, so which one, for example? A man doesn't cook? Or
it's not so much. You've simplified it. It's a man who expects you to do everything because it's a woman's role. And when it comes to the man's role, say providing or whatever, that's fluid. That's dependent on who has the money. But then you get home and this person requires you to cook and clean because that's a woman's job.
Or a man who can't, carry a handbag for a woman.
It's called simping. Refer to Amerix.
Red flag. For me, that's not even orange. That moves straight red. Red flag. Red flag.
Yeah.
Because for me, I feel like your masculinity or my femininity is not determined by some of these actual things you do. So does that mean then, in that case, if we are going that route, then let me sit at home and you provide everything?
Yeah, that's the thing.
But then what does that do to me as a person? I want to grow. I want to be able to make a little bit of money. I want to chase my career. I want to chase my goals in life. So
I think there are some couples who have managed this beautifully, by the way. Someone was telling me, whether it's a real story or not, I don't know the people myself, of this lady who has a very high profile job. But she still picks out her husband's suits and picks out his food. And even when she travels for work, she picks out enough suits to last the 2 weeks. And she makes sure, she organizes his food and stuff like that.
Is she okay with it?
She's okay with it. The guy probably does other things for her. It's beautiful. It's a wonderful union between two people, I would say.
If most of the issues in relationships are because of unmet expectations.
Yes.
So if the man expects that to be done for him and the woman has other expectations that are met, then that's okay. Because I've also seen situations where the man is the breadwinner, he's the one who works, he's the one who brings the bacon home, and the woman is a housewife, right? But once in a while, the man will get in the kitchen and cook. They won't feel like, okay, because I'm working, there's no way I'm getting in the kitchen, So I think what we're saying here is first things first. Are your expectations, are they being met as a woman or as the man in the relationship? I think that's the first question you should ask yourself. And then after you've asked yourself that, is that what am I willing? After my expectations have been met or will be met, what am I willing to give? Because a relationship is give and take. Yeah. What am I willing to give? Yeah. If you find harmony in that, that's okay. Because there are even men who, by then, like in the West, we have a lot of men who are stay-at-home dads.
Yeah. And it's okay. Yeah. Like you pick out the job that's giving you the most money. Yeah. You keep that one. Yeah. The other person stays.
Exactly.
I think the gender roles need to be redefined. Honestly, in the modern day, they really need to be redefined. Yeah. And I'm telling you, the more modern people become, the more you think things have changed, the more they have remained the same. There are a lot of people who will still tell you, the man will never go to the kitchen, will never touch the children, will never. And I think that's just foolish. Because you're not a superwoman. And I tell men who are my friends, I tell them, by the way, you say your wife is like that, Nisawa, it's fine. Believe me when I tell you, she resents you. She resents you. There is no way you can be the one person who's doing everything. No. You come in from work so tired and you have to put in all this other work. Why? No. It doesn't make any sense. But then the women have figured it out. Just hire help and make sure that is done. And that's great. Yeah. I'm okay with that.
But you see, there are men who, on top of even hiring the help, there are men who say they'll not cook. They'll not eat food cooked by a house help. They will not, Hey,
boss. But you see, here's the thing, like you were saying. For example, for me, I'm not that kind of a nurturer. That's really not who I am. I believe in independence. Even my own children, this thing of going to serve them, I don't get it. Excuse me.
They can serve themselves.
Do it yourself. And when you're done, clean up after yourself. And independence, I think, is a very important thing. Yes. So I wouldn't want a man who I have to wash his hands and I don't know, I have to that I can't do. So it would be silly of me to find a man who is not like that and then start trying to change him to suit my needs.
No, it can't work.
So to begin with, a green flag for me is a man who does not require me to serve him, wash his hands, or do whatever.
Who's capable of doing
exactly. It's not that I can't serve him or cook, but I don't want it to be an expectation. That one now, there's going to be a problem. Yeah.
Okay.
So set out and find the person who compliments you what you want.
Yeah. Okay.
Because then there are women who are naturals.
Yeah.
They're okay. Women, in fact, they're happy.
That's how they love. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. We are going to go to a big one. Mental illness. Bipolar, paranoia.
Depression.
Depression.
Those ones are big ones.
Yeah.
And this one, I'd say it's very important to be candid about it and honest.
Yeah.
Even if you love that person as much as you think you do, being honest in just knowing that, can you walk that journey with this person for life? If you can't, I think there's strength in saying I can't. And I'd rather walk away now so that someone else who can walk that journey with you for life can come and do that. Rather than stepping in 50-50 and then dropping the ball, destabilizing the person at some point. Yeah.
I know someone closely who is bipolar and he's married and very happy in his marriage. The wife is okay. But then he's very open about it. He takes his meds and, you know, he's okay. But before he knew, it was bad. You know, at some point then it was diagnosed and then he was given his medicine.
It's one thing if you find out about it when you're already married.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's another thing if this person is someone maybe you've started dating and then they tell you, oh, by the way, I have this condition. Like I suffer from.
Yeah.
Then at that point, the best thing, no matter how painful it might be, you might be having a great old time, your values are aligned, but if you know for a fact it's not a journey you can walk with that person to the end, you'd rather walk away than come in half-hearted or, you know, half, I wanted to use the A word, but yeah.
No, don't. Okay, we're almost done.
Okay.
Can you marry a serial divorcee? Serial cheater?
You don't know you're asking this to someone who's been divorced. I'm feeling triggered.
Well, these are real questions.
Yeah.
About real people.
Yeah.
It's actually a good question to you. Now that you've been divorced.
As I said, nobody ever gets married to
get divorced. That's true.
So a divorcee, yeah, I would marry.
Divorced twice?
Divorced.
More than twice?
Okay. Now, listen. But this is personal preference. Divorced twice, it could be an orange. Because I'm like, okay, maybe you were in a hurry to fix the situation.
Yeah.
And so and then you're divorced and you find yourself divorced again.
Yeah.
And I'm only saying this because I really like watching Steve Harvey. I refer to him a lot with his wife Marjorie. Steve Harvey has been divorced 2 times.
Oh.
But then the thing is, the first 2 marriages, he worked on himself and then was able to really...
And now his third time lucky.
Yeah. Not lucky. There's
you
no
worked
luck.
on it. Okay.
Work.
All right.
There's no luck. You work on yourself because most of the time when a relationship breaks, believe it or not, you have a role to play.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether you're the victim or whatever.
Yeah.
But now I have a problem with that because if it's someone who hasn't put in the work and just trying to find out what is his role in it, then that automatically moves from orange to green to red. If it's this is a 2-time divorcee. But if they've done the work, then I might move it to a green after a while. Because you have to check.
You have
it's
to
one
observe,
thing to hear. It's another thing to experience.
Actions. Yeah.
So that, it can be a blessing. 3 times, 4 times, okay, I don't. I think 2 is where I draw the line. For me, for others it could be different. But
let me tell you something. For me, it's just the children that I would be worried about in terms of destabilizing them. But if it's just me, I'm living in the moment, girl. I will enjoy the moment. When the moment ends, oh well, next moment.
So in that case, so this is a divorcee.
Yeah.
What about a serial cheater?
He doesn't even have to be a serial cheater. As long as he cheated, as long as no. That I won't touch. I mean, integrity is a big one for me as well.
What if he tells you, by the way, I was a bad boy, but now, okay, I've changed. I want one person. Do you believe serial cheaters change? Can that move from orange to green?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think it can. But of course, again, observation. Yeah. I think it can, honestly. I don't know for sure.
Me too. I don't know.
But I feel like
I'm
your
quiet
life,
because I don't know.
No, you can get to a place where something bothering you, you suddenly figure it out.
Yeah.
And you no longer just need to do it again. Yeah. So, not speaking from experience, just speaking as a layman.
Me too.
I think it can change.
Yeah, but I think those two can move either way. They can move to green or red, depending on the person and how much effort they put in correcting some of those mistakes. Yeah.
Yep.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. Traffic lights.
Hey.
I feel like we've gone a long journey and come back just where we were. I'm not sure if we're more equipped, we're better equipped, or we're just where we were.
I don't know, but I think because of the fact we're feeling this way, I think it just means relationships are not black and white.
No.
There's a whole lot of gray areas, you know?
Yeah.
And so the next time before you point fingers, you know, and think, oh no, they look at a couple and think, oh, they run their relationship like that. I don't think that's right. They should do it this way.
No.
You don't know the half of it.
That's
you
true.
don't know the half of it.
That's true.
A lot of gray areas. A lot. And then the thing that might work for you or might not work for you might be okay for somebody else. Might be
One man's meat, another man's poison.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. By the way, if there's a green flag that you feel like is important and we skipped, comment down below.
Or something we were completely off on.
Comment down below. And most importantly, the reds. If there are red flags that you feel like we didn't talk about today that could help somebody else, please comment down below and let's engage in the comment section. Yeah? Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.